Deon, thank you so much. Linda with EUR Web. So I'm excited to talk to you. I want to just jump right in and let's talk about Power Book 4 Force. You directed the season finale. Can you tell us what that experience was like?
Oh, it was phenomenal. Being a fan of Power and, have been watching it for the last few years and, never thinking that you would get the call to be a part of, their family or that team, but let alone get a call to say, can you come shoot the finale was phenomenal. It was great, man. I don't know, I can't actually put it into context because there were so many great energies around it. I love Joe, love 50, from the Chicago area. So being able to like go back and work with them and, meet the cast, it was incredible, man. Like I was like, every day there, I was like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Just like, and that's just the fan of me. You know what I mean? Like I was just saying earlier to someone else that just being a fan of something and then being able to partake in it is like, that's kind of why you do this. You know what I mean? So I was excited about it. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Is there a difference between directing movies versus directing TV?
Yeah, big difference. The difference is film. What I learned is you have a little bit more liberty and a little bit more freedom in terms of like building out things, working with actors, you know what I mean? Changing storylines, it's a little bit like film is just like you have one canvas and you're painting there. Television was different because it's locked in. Everyone's already doing something. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's already like, there's a storyline from episode 1, you know what I mean? Or season 1, so you're kind of locked into these frames. But what I enjoyed about it was pushing those frames. As an independent filmmaker coming on set, I was like, damn, like what could I do different here? You know what I mean? To let people know I was here.
Put your stamp on it.
Like what could I do, man? Because I don't want to be like everybody else. I wanted to do something expressive. You know what I mean? So I think we nailed it in the finale. I think we got some incredible performances. I was really fighting for performances. I was really fighting for, camera work, like trying to do a little bit different camera work than you would see during the regular season. And try my hardest to kind of give it a movie feel, and I think we delivered that, man. And as a fan, I'm hoping I delivered it.
So it's going to be a big premiere coming up in the next couple of days. I want to throw out something out to you. So it's been said in the news that 50 has joined MPTF, which is the Motion Picture Television Fund, as well as he's trying to purchase from Stars the Power universe that he's created. What are your thoughts on that? Because a lot of people are saying just with diversity and everything that we're going into in 2022, that it's important to see more of that. And having 50 on the MPTF board, he can greenlight a lot more projects. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm all for it. If you know anything about me, I'm all for it. I think that, we really pull it back as Black people in the space. Part of the next saga for us is to begin to create ownership and generational wealth in terms of entertainment. It's great, man, when someone hires you or someone wants you to actually come work for them. It's fantastic because we are creative people and we want to be, pulled in. And for probably 50, 60, 70 years in terms of this business, we have not had a fair shake at being part of the system.
Yeah.
Now with that opening up and opportunities happening, and I like to say allies, I like to say there's a lot of allies that don't look like me or you that are on the other side saying the same thing, like, yo, that's dope. Like, let's give people opportunity. Let's be diverse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now to see 50 taking that next step, which is a step of ownership. And it should, listen, let me explain something to you. Anytime we start saying we want to own something, everybody goes, oh man, that's crazy. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? People kind of go like, oh, like, don't say that too loud. And I've been like, why is it like that? Why when we want to talk about ownership or creating or franchising, or why is that crazy talk when we have no conversations about anyone else owning anything.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And we don't care who owns DreamWorks, right? We don't care who owns Stars. Like, we like, oh yeah, that's just what it is. Like, no, but when we really pull it back and we understand we don't own anything, and there are people now beginning to have the idea of like ownership, now you're talking. And that should not be taboo, and that should not scare anyone, and that should not make any other race go, oh my God, they're trying to own. Like, no, man, like, it's business.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of 50, and I think he's phenomenal in how he's been moving and what he's been doing. And I also think that he's been phenomenal in what he's created. And we have never seen it before. I was just saying earlier, we've never seen this.
Yeah.
So whoever you are, whatever space you're in, but you're an up-and-coming actor, you're a director, you're a journalist, man, like, this dude got 7, 8 shows on the air. Like, I'll just tell you firsthand, this ain't never happened. So it's great, man. Outside of, Tyler doing this thing, which was a phenomenon.
Yep.
50 has now, and Courtney Kemp have now done something we thought could not be achieved. And it's only growing. So I love to see him take the next step. And he, rightfully so, he's the right person to do it.
I love that. And speaking of ownership, I mean, you have your ownership as well in Hidden Empire Film Group with your partner / producer, Roxanne Taylor. Tell me a little bit about that, because I understand that you guys are up for 3 Webby Awards. So congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you.
And so let's talk about that, but it's a 2-part question, because I think especially now where we're talking about social justice and racial reckoning, it's important to talk about be woke, vote,
Yeah.
and why do you got that Webby?
Yeah, so shout out to Hidden Empire. Yeah, we've been doing this for a very long time. We've kind of cut our teeth on making independent films. So everything from Meet the Blacks to The Intruder to Black and Blue to Fatale, so many great things we've been able to do over here just collectively by ourselves. But the other side of that is our philanthropy work. Mm-hmm. It's what we kind of build ourselves into a world where we understand where we came from and where we continue to live as, Black and brown people in this country. So we created this thing called Be Woke Vote about 4 years ago. I think 2019, we registered almost 1 million people to vote. And we've been doing that on our own steam. There's no corporation behind it. There's no dollars coming from some giant brand. Like, it's just us. It's money out my pocket and money out of our pockets in terms of doing what we're doing. And we've been very aggressive at that for a long time. So that brand has not only won 5 Webby Awards over the last couple of years, but this year we're nominated for 3 more with Be Woke Vote, and then also with Black History in 2 Minutes, which is another brand on IG, which explains and kind of becomes a teaching lesson about different things we've done historically as Black people. So yeah, that's dope, man. I'm excited about it. I'm watching the Webbies turn into this big thing now. I'm going like, This is crazy. So now Be Woke Vote is in competition with Van Jones and CNN and you know what I mean? And MSNBC. And I'm going like, yo, this is like nuts, man. But just to be nominated means you already won. So
absolutely.
I'm just excited about it, especially when you're doing all this stuff independently.
I mean, absolutely. I want to do one last question with you. So I've heard you've been called a prolific writer and an idea generator. How would you describe yourself and what inspires you?
I would describe myself as just being blessed and being given a really, really cool creative mind. It don't go no further than that. You know what I mean? I got 2 tools. I know how to be super creative and I got a big heart. And those 2 things allow me to be very passionate about what I do and very strong-willed at what I'm trying to push out. But yeah, it's been great, man. I think we've just got to the top of where we're going to start going, which is going to be great. So we have John Lewis, the John Lewis movie Freedom Ride that we're getting ready to start shooting this summer. After that, we roll into a gigantic heist movie called Free Agents with 50 Cent. it's going to be phenomenal, man. It's a great year. And then at the top of the year, we roll into Blackula, the reboot of Blackula.
Yes.
Yeah, which I'll be shooting in Chicago with MGM and Bron, Aaron Gilbert, Brenda Gilbert, that whole team over there. We're so excited about Blackula right now. I can't even, all of it. I'm just like, yeah, I can't wait to get the movie done.
King Lock, Don't Fear. You've been booked and busy, so congratulations on that. Thank you so much for your time. And I know that the whole Power family is looking forward to this finale, so we'll be watching out for that.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks, Deon.
Bye.